les kids de YouTube, j'espère que vous allez bien. C'est Yora, on se retrouve pour la suite sur Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Et on va faire donc la nouvelle affaire de l'histoire, la Muse venue de loin. Donc on est invité par le peintre, je sais même plus comment il s'appelle. Bon, ses initiales c'est VV. Mais donc on est invité pour aller voir sa galerie. Qui se trouve dans la vieille ville entre Bazar Road et Hermès Avenue. Alors la vieille ville, Bazar Road c'est ici. Hermès Avenue c'est ici. Donc on va se téléporter au marché de la ville, de la vieille ville. Et normalement, on continue tout droit par là. Ah bah c'est là. Caravansérail Gajafcha. Ok, ici c'est galerie. Ah c'est là.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
Décrivez les faits.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Qu'y avait-il au sous-sol?
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
Alors, vandalisme à la basse-fosse. Donc il faut trouver... Hier soir, Vogel a entendu un bruit provenant de la basse-fosse. Il a descendu les escaliers, mais n'a pas approfondi son inspection. Est-ce qu'il y a John? Vogel, on descend par où? Ah, par là, sûrement. Là.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
T'as fini tes conneries?
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Oh. Des traces de pas. Une pelle.
Old and hasn't been used for a long time.
Ah, bon. Elle a pas servi. « 61 cm. 74 cm.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Ok, donc on a affaire à une personne qui boite.
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
Bonjour mon cher monsieur, est-ce que vous avez vu la personne qui est nue? Il semble avoir été légèrement déplacée.
A handprint of the thing from another world. Plus, it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
On n'a pas affaire à un fantôme.
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately. The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests. Saturn devouring his sun. Oh, grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
Je voudrais pas d'un tableau comme ça chez moi. Oh, il y a de la casse là. Le cadre est vide.
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
Cigarette.
A Malpal butt.
Malpal. On a une empreinte.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
La chaîne est fragile. Pour accrocher des tableaux. Alors, empreinte de charbon, la truie et la galerie fut... On n'a pas encore toutes les preuves vu qu'on peut pas faire la reconstitution. Il nous en manque.
Closed with a metal bolt.
Égratignure récente, limaille aimantée. Trace de pas.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Ah, ça y est. On a toutes les preuves. On va pouvoir faire la reconstitution. Alors... Commençons par le commencement. Oh. Normalement c'est ça. On a que ça ou ça. Je dirais ça. Ensuite. ça? Ça veut dire que l'autre... Ah ouais. En fait, quand Vogel est arrivé, lui, il est parti se planquer dans le cercueil. Bien ça.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Allons voir Vogel. Ah c'est con hein. Il aurait allé chercher un peu plus, il aurait trouvé le voleur. Pas de bol pour lui.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
La décadence. La mort.
It's a reflection on mortality. Nothing lasts forever, no beauty sustains itself, and everything succumbs to darkness. Am I right?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
L'affaire était un jeu d'enfant.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
L'intrus au boitement.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
Au sujet du vol.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
Au sujet du cambriolage.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, He insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
Où habite Mercurio?
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Pouvez-vous décrire le tableau?
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Le gars qui a fait ça, ça m'a tout l'air d'être détraqué. On n'a pas l'adresse de Mercurio, donc on va devoir aller aux archives de l'hôtel de ville. C'est le seul moyen d'avoir d'avoir potentiellement l'adresse. Maintenant, il faut trouver un transport rapide là-bas. Moi, j'avais pas l'intérêt, à part d'être complètement un cinglé, d'avoir l'intérêt pour un tableau comme ça. Et je ne répéterai pas ce qu'il a dit en ce qui concerne sur à quoi ressemble le tableau. Et j'espère qu'on va pas voir, on verra pas en vrai le tableau, la toile. Donc, quartier vieille ville. Citoyen, occupation. Oh. Ou alors c'est représentant officiel. C'est un représentant officiel. Voilà, autre. Vieille ville. va. En vrai, ces assos, c'est même pas la... Ça se trouve, c'est même pas là, ici, c'est au journal. Je sais qu'il faut aller voir les archives pour trouver l'artiste Boniface Mercurio. Mais on a 3 archives. On a les archives de la police, ceux du journal de Cordona et celle de l'hôtel de ville. Bon, déjà l'hôtel de ville, ça n'a pas l'air d'être ça. On va aller faire un tour au journal. Il y a peut-être un article qui parle d'où il se trouve. Alors... Yéville. Célébrité. Récente. Voilà. Rix à l'enchère des artistes. Cette dernière semaine fut pour nous le théâtre d'un nouveau scandale appliquant la prétendue haute société artistique de l'île. Tout a commencé à l'enchère de tableaux que les artistes locaux ont surnommé la danse de la décadence. Le directeur d'une maison d'édition, Daron le Lion Terwick, a mis fin à la rêverie en jetant une chaise sur Boniface Mercurio, l'artiste décadent. Comme il l'a lui-même expliqué plus tard, M. Terwick a agi ainsi pour laver un déshonneur infligé par M. Mercurio. La rédaction rappelle gracieusement à son lectorat que M. Mercurio et Mme Terwick ont été observés ensemble dans un café il y a quelque temps. Peu après, un chef d'orchestre, le dénommé Kurt Gallagher, a brisé un tableau sur la tête de M. Terwick dans le but de protéger son ami Mercurio. Une grande rixe a alors éclaté, si grande que de nombreux clients de l'enchère y ont participé et la police est arrivée sur les lieux alors que la lutte faisait encore rage. Tous les batailleurs haut placés ont ainsi été arrêtés puis placés en détention pour une semaine. Et quel événement stupéfiant que ce fut, en guide fidèle que je suis, je me dois de vous recommander l'achat d'un souvenir issu de cette enchère. Celle-ci a hélas pris fin, mais Boniface Mercurio en personne a tenu à inviter notre lectorat à se rendre dans sa propre demeure pour y acheter un de ses tableaux. Vous le trouverez à l'adresse Hermès Avenue, entre Scarlett Sense et Olive dans la vieille ville. Ok. Donc ça y est, on a là notre adresse. Donc c'était bien au journal. Ah, et en plus c'est une à scandale. Ah, je sens que je vais aimer cette affaire. Un artiste décadent. Pourquoi je me tape toutes les affaires complètement what the fuck? Ah, c'est là. Donc le mieux, c'est de me déplacer autour de Guava. On se déplace par là. Hermès Avenue, donc c'est par là-bas. Et donc sa maison est quelque part, sa demeure est quelque part par ici. Là. Résidence de Boniface Mercurio. Alors, portez là.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Les méchantes, elle veut pas me laisser entrer. Attends, je reviens. Faut que je me déguise donc en Mercurio. Voyons. Va falloir aller à un magasin de vêtements. Il est temps de faire notre meilleure représentation de Boniface Mercurio. De base, je voulais me déguiser en flic. Mais bon. Donc, il me faut ça. Et...
Don't miss out on my unique.
Bonjour, jeu des
Let's pick
vêtements.
something that suits you.
Alors. Ça. Ça. Duvet d'artiste. C'est ça. Bon, ça va prendre. Et pâle. Ça.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Nickel. Ah, on lui ressemble comme deux gouttes d'eau.
Don't miss out on my unique clothes.
J'arrive la vieille.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah. Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake! How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Oh, vous voyez déjà mal. Alors, c'est lequel l'appartement de Boniface? Appartement 2. 2. Ah. Ah bah elle était rapide l'entrevue avec Boniface Mercurio. Elle a été très rapide donc. Bon, bah, Il est temps de faire des investigations. Faut bien qu'on trouve qui a tué... Couteau manquant. Fibre de tissu bleu.
It appears the wine was truly awful.
Il a pas aimé le vin.
I wonder where he got that fancy camera. Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
Voilà, qu'est-ce que j'ai cherché à personne.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. The chest has been searched.
Il cherche.
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
On n'était pas obligé de le voir. Hein. Ah bah, attends, c'est à quoi il ressemble.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Qu'est-ce qui branle? Muscle du torse
Judging by
détendu.
post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
Contusion sur la jointure.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Et on lui a tranché la gorge.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon.
Sans doute l'arme du crime ou alors il a blessé quelqu'un.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags. The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Il est temps de faire la reconstitution de l'affaire. Du moins de la scène de crime. Donc... je dirais ça. Tout l'inverse. Le meurtrier a pris le couteau quand il s'est fait attaquer par Mercurio. Non, bah, pour moi c'est ça. Donc le criminel qui est arrivé, il fouillait dans le coffre. Mercurio qui était en train de s'occuper des photos est arrivé. Il s'est battu et s'est battu contre le voleur en prenant une bouteille de vin pour le fracasser sur le crâne. Mais donc le voleur a pris le couteau. Et à ce moment-là, Mercurio s'est servi du tableau pour se défendre. Ça n'a pas eu grands effets, on dirait. Avant de se faire trancher la gorge.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in. Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
Ah non, je me suis trompé donc. C'est quand le tueur a été aveuglé par le vin et il a porté un coup, malheureusement pour Mercurio, le coup c'est lui a tranché la gorge. Et donc en voyant que l'autre est en train de se vider de son sang après avoir s'être fait trancher la gorge, il a essayé de stopper l'hémorragie. Bon. Il y avait peu d'espoir qu'il réussisse. Le visiteur ne voulait pas tuer Mercurio. Le meurtre de Mercurio n'était pas le but du voleur. Non, le but c'était le vol. Il va plus que nous rester à appeler la police.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. It's time for some chemical magic, John.
Ah, on va récupérer le tableau. Alors, il est temps de faire un peu de chimie. Qu'est-ce qu'il me faut? 6 rouge. Moins 10 en vert. Et moins 3 en bleu. Voyons. Voyons, on va prendre ça. Je vais voir ça. Ça fait quoi? Ok. Donc ça. Ensuite. Si je fais ça, est-ce que ça va mettre sur le moins 6? Le moins 10? Oui. Alors, moins 10. Et le moins 3. Alors, ce que je pourrais faire, c'est ça. On fait ça. Bon, moins 4. On fait ça ensuite. Pour moins 3. On sort ça. Ça ici pour hop. Hop. Et on prend ça là. Pour attacher les taux. Hop. Normalement c'est good. Alors je suis parvenu à effacer les taches de sang sur le tableau à l'aide d'une solution chimique. Il s'agit d'une nature morte représentant la chambre de Mercurio.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us. I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Alors, il nous manque déjà un crâne. Il nous manque le squelette.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
Faut retrouver le crâne. Parce que déjà quand on voit là, donc la peinture, donc déjà il y avait une tête de squelette. Que je regarde.
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Dans le cas où le voleur l'a pas pris. Il est là.
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Bon. On va faire ce que John veut. Hein. Le visiteur cherchait peut-être la photo. L'intention du visiteur était peut-être de retrouver l'ignoble photographie. Peut-être le coupable du viol. Faut dire les termes. Hein. Il était peut-être là pour retrouver la photo de son crime.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Qui est rentré chez moi?
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Appelez la police chez moi.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
Voilà, t'es content? Le voleur de la galerie chez Mercurio. Le meurtrier de Mercurio et le voleur de la galerie ne sont qu'une seule et même personne. Le voleur voulait la photographie. Le voleur s'est rendu chez Mercurio pour y dérober la photographie en vain et a tué le peintre en légitime défense.
You're acting so strange today, dear. I hope someday you'll let me inside that head of yours.
Phew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
Bon, maintenant, je me démerde comment pour trouver des indices sur ça.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No one listens to us, so why should I listen to you? Oof, bad.
Could you help me?
I'm too tired for your questions.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry.
Can you satisfy my
Who are
curiosity?
you asking?
What a
About what
coincidence.
and dressed as
I only
what?
learned of this recently myself.
Ah, voilà. Croquis de femme enceinte par John. Les cicatrices présentes sur le visage de la femme semblent correspondre aux pratiques traditionnelles de la tribu des Evis. Le seul endroit où l'on est susceptible de trouver des membres de cette tribu en Cordona est le camp de réfugiés qui se situe sous le pont de Victoria entre Scaladio et Silverton. Merci bien, mon bon monsieur. Alors, le pont entre Silverton et Scaladio. Et il y a 3 ponts. Je sais comment. Sous le pont de Victoria. Alors, le pont de Victoria, c'est lequel? Ah bah, c'est celui-là. Donc, je suis où? Je suis là. On va se déplacer vers en haut. Prendre le déplacement rapide et aller à côté du pont de Victoria. Hop. Je dirais qu'on va se déplacer à pied, hein, de toute façon. Ça sert à rien de faire un déplacement rapide pour pouvoir aller de l'autre côté de la rive. Autant faire le trajet à pied. Voilà. Ah, le mieux c'est qu'on continue tout droit. Ah mais attends. On l'a trouvé le... Bizarre, pourtant ça a pas l'air, ça ressemble pas... Ou alors ça a été pris sur une autre époque. Et on a les lions ici.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more. Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you. Collect them all and return for more.
C'est bizarre, ça ressemble pas du tout.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you. Collect them all and return for more.
Ça ressemble même pas à ce qu'on a sur la photo. C'est pour ça, c'est bizarre.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
Et pourtant, on a bien les 2 lions.
Collect them all and return for more.
Oh bon, étrange. Peut-être autre part qu'il y a deux lions comme ça également. Bizarre. C'est très étrange. Alors le pont il est là. Est-ce qu'il y a un chemin pour aller en bas? Par là.
Beasts!
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Murderers!
They're completely livid. First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Where do you think you're going? Speak with the chief.
Ah merde. Il vient de penser, j'ai même pas enlevé le...
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
Je suis détective privé.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness for a case.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in.
And you are?
I'm Ronald Harlow, here to handle the refugee situation on behalf of City Hall. I'm the acting supervisor here, so I have full authority here to ask you to leave, or I shall order the police to detain you for trying to pass the blockade. Please, step back.
Air pâle, à décerne, travaille à l'intérieur. Essaie de paraître plus âgé. Trop bien habillé, veut avoir l'air autoritaire. Il n'a pas l'air sûr de lui. Transpire étendu. Chaussures propres, sédentaires. Formaliste TBT, je dirais.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
Je peux vous aider.
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her. and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
Comment sont-ils arrivés ici?
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Votre travail dans le camp.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every city hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
Je suis prêt à entrer.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Murder! Beasts!
Bon. On a pu entrer. Voyons.
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Y a-t-il d'autres victimes?
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's being questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Qui est le mort?
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Qui sont les suspects?
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Je vois.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body.
Clearly a left handprint here.
Ok, on a une empreinte de main gauche.
Someone bled profusely here.
Une trace de sang.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
Empreinte de pas. Léger empreinte dans le sable. Léger saignement à
A
continuer à
blood trail
avancer.
leading to or from the canal.
Alors, le corps.
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here. A steel dirk, sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers. An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
Aurait-on retrouvé notre violeur?
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John.
Ouais. On a retrouvé donc
Violent
notre
death.
meurtrier de Mercurio.
This man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John.
Le voyou est aussi allé à la galerie. L'homme mort au camp de réfugiés est le même individu qui s'est introduit par infraction dans la galerie de voyous. Et également celui qui a tué Mercurio.
If they find out about the passage, everything.
Découvrir à quoi sert le passage. Dans les coulisses du camp, les policiers redoutent la mise en place d'un périmètre de sécurité strict autour du camp après la découverte du mort, qui pourrait avoir un impact sur l'argent qu'ils gagnaient jusqu'alors grâce à leur opération.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth.
Et en plus de ça, on a des...
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
On a des flics corrompus en plus de ça. Et de mieux en mieux.
These events have fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
Taille 9, bottes de police.
Police boots. Always happy to trample
Taille
evidence.
10,
A
30
man's
pieds nus.
footprint.
Taille 9,5 semelles en
A
devant.
heavy boot with a worn-out sole. A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk. Malpal, soaked with salt water. £1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
Ok, donc il a été tué avec sa propre dague. Et c'est bien notre voleur, ça y a plus de doute, hein. Cigarette mal pâle, boîtée et tout. Bon.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately. He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
Help me, please.
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
I think we can find all we need here in the camp. Let's have a good look around.
Donc il faut trouver le moyen de le soigner.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Eau bouillie claire.
I'll use it to create a solution.
On doit d'abord récupérer les ingrédients. Aloe vera.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
Aloe vera, faire ça.
Just wash. Better than nothing to bandage the wound.
Alors, on a quelque chose pour bander la plaie, on a de l'aloe vera. Pour stopper l'infection.
I've plated all the ingredients, now to prepare the first aid solution.
Alors. Moins 2, 1, 2 bleu, 1 vert, moins 2 rouge. Alors, ce que je peux faire... Je peux me servir ça pour le rouge. On va servir ça pour le vert. Alors, donc à ce moment-là, c'est ça. Ensuite ça. Ensuite ça. Hop, c'est good. On va pouvoir le soigner maintenant.
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
Okay.
No hint of blood or impact. It might have been used as an improvised weapon. Someone was dragged against their will. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the
camp
camp in the first place?
Until all the circumstances are clarified. Back off.
M'emmerde lui. Enculé. Faut y parler au...
Is this familiar to you?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
T'as pas la réponse. On doit trouver le moyen de comment il est rentré dans le camp. Embarcation peu probable.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
Grille robuste fermée depuis longtemps.
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Il est quand même pas venu à la nage.
A single Malpalbutt.
Quelqu'un l'a laissé rentrer.
Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers.
Un flic qui l'a laissé
So there
rentrer.
wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of
Les
what
flics
happened at
l'ont
the
laissé
camp.
rentrer.
You still here? Your problem, not mine. I've already told you all I've learned. I've already told you all I've learned. Your problem, not mine.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads. I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall, lubberheads.
On va en parler à notre copain de la mairie.
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
Je sais pas. Si je peux pas parler aux réfugiés, je vois pas. On va reconstituer la scène. Donc on commence du commencement. Donc là, il avait traîné la femme de force. Ça. Ouais, je pense que c'est plutôt ça.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Quoi qu'il y avait du sang là.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Pour moi c'est ça.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You know.
Le voyou voulait enlever le réfugié. Le voyou est venu au camp dans l'intention d'enlever une femme. Il aurait pu la tuer, mais ce n'était pas son but. Un homme de main et non juste un voleur. Plus qu'un vulgaire voleur, c'est aussi un ravisseur, un homme de main qui s'occupe de diverses bases besognes.
Our man's case, it's the same sword.
You still here?
Inspector, I believe I can aid your investigation. I know who the dead man is and what really happened here.
You do? Well, good for you. But I'm afraid I'm not the one you need to share your findings with. Speak to Mr. Harlow here. He's the one responsible for settling things in the camp.
You don't even care to listen?
Oh, I do care. Maybe even more than I need to. But I'm only here today to lock the place up, question witnesses, and file the facts. It's sad, but coming up with conclusions is not among my tasks here. You fellows at City Hall do that. Anyway, speak to the supervisor. I'll just stand by and listen to what you have to say.
D'accord.
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clerk can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting
Ah,
cog
ça y est,
could
ils
make
ont relâché, on va pouvoir parler.
the whole machine crumble. Is this familiar to you?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
Selon les réfugiés, des individus suspects viennent régulièrement au camp et prennent avec eux plusieurs de ses occupants afin de les employer à diverses tâches. Le travail est souvent laborieux, mais les réfugiés reçoivent de l'argent et de la nourriture en échange. C'est au cours d'une de ces missions que le viol de la victime aurait eu lieu. L'incident a depuis incité les réfugiés à refuser l'emploi des femmes pour ces tâches.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Could you help me?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Vous êtes notre mec blessé là? Non, on peut pas.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Bien sûr.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John.
Merci, John. Nayla et la femme sur la photographie. Le scélérat est un homme haut placé. Ses écussons sont souvent octroyés aux fonctionnaires de haut rang. Le scélérat de la photographie pourrait en être un.
My long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
Ah, il faut que je trouve...
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry. We don't see much here.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
J'ai essayé de voir avec Carlos s'il a déjà vu quelqu'un avec ce tatouage.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scaladio. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
Si vous le dites. On a obtenu toutes les preuves. Bon, on a 2 trucs d'archives à faire. Bon, celui-là, je pense que c'est à l'hôtel de ville. Oui, on va déjà trouver, chercher notre agresseur. Ah, l'agresseur de la femme. Et ensuite, on s'occupera de notre petit jeu. Oh, attention, l'hôtel de vie, c'est là. Homme à tout faire. Alors voyons. Les exécutions sont habituellement octroyées aux fonctionnaires de haut rang du gouvernement britannique, expliqué qu'ils seront en guerre souvent en coordonnée. Représentant officiel. Bon, ça serait chez les flics. Alors si c'est pas ici... Je veux dire que c'est pas l'hôtel de ville. On va aller là. Pour l'autre, je pense que c'est chez les flics. On cherche aux archives de la police. Ouais, ça se trouve, c'est le fameux... fameux mec de Scaladio. Représentant officiel. Année actuelle. Non, c'est peu... non. On n'a rien. Alors je vois pas comment je peux le choper lui. Bon, on va aller chez les flics, on va aller s'occuper du tatouage de l'intrus du camp. Peut-être que ça nous débloquera quelques infos sur le mec. Mais à l'heure actuelle, on peut rien faire. Après, ça se trouve, les deux, c'est à la police. Même si ça m'étonnerait. Alors là, les archives de la police. Contrebande. Scaladio. Suspect. Niccolo Bernatotti, né en 1834, est un homme d'affaires et mécène réputé en Cordona. Il est fondateur et propriétaire de la Bernatotti compagnie, entreprise établie en 1873, siège social au sud-est de Scaladio, sur Bazar Road, après l'intersection avec Roman Road. Monsieur Bernatotti a été convoqué au poste de police pour y effectuer sa déposition le 13 février 1876 après un renseignement fourni par une de nos sources anonymes. La source en question a procuré des informations qui mettent en lumière le lien rapprochant Monsieur Bernatotti à la contrebande de liqueurs et diverses œuvres d'art antiques entre les colonies britanniques, Cordona et le reste du Royaume-Uni. Les employés présumés de l'entreprise de M. Bernatotti ont par le passé été liés à un certain nombre de pratiques illégales, à savoir cambriolage, violence, extorsion et chantage. M. Bernatotti a été sommé de comparaître en tant que témoin, et ce en raison de l'absence de preuves susceptibles de justifier tout chef d'inculpation. Lors de l'interrogation effectuée par l'agent Boss et moi-même, M. Bernatotti a déclaré n'avoir aucune connaissance des opérations et faits renseignés par notre source. Nous n'avons pu obtenir aucune information documentée ou non au sujet de ses activités datant d'avant son déménagement en Grande-Bretagne. Selon les dires de l'intéressé lui-même, il a vécu en Sicile, région d'Italie, où il gérait une entreprise de vente jusqu'en 1873, et a ensuite déménagé à Londres pour y débuter son activité d'importation. Conclusion, il est impossible d'incriminer M. Bernatotti sur base de toute connexion avec l'affaire en question. Inspecteur Herbert Ryder. Sur Bazar Road. Alors, Scaladio, c'est la Bazar Road. Fasse gaffe à pas dépasser la ligne. Ah, Bazar Road. Roman Road, c'est ici. Le plus proche, c'est l'hôtel de ville. Allons rendre visite à Niccolo Bernatotti. Non, c'est par là. Ah, c'est là. Bernadotti limite.
It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't wait for an invitation, John.
T'inquiète, on va trouver un moyen d'entrer.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp. Porcelain friend for every child. An essential remedy against sea scourge on any ship. Shipped from Cape Town. The wine route from colony to colonies.
That's our way in, Sherry.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
Mission pour l'hôtel de ville.
Good day, sir. I've been sent by City Hall to see Mr. Bernadotti about...
Mr. Bernadotti isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
1.
Un de vos gars est mort.
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent to...
2.
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
À un moment donné, on essaye de parlementer, d'être pacifique, mais bon, 3, bah tiens, prends un coup de flingue sur ta tête et puis c'est tout. Prends un coup de crosse, et voilà. Tu veux pas. Moi, je voulais qu'on fasse ça en douceur. Hein. Mais tu veux pas qu'on fasse ça en douceur. Tu me fais partir ton chapeau, merci.
No more crime for you until next month. Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you until next month.
The snuff's ready.
Yeah.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff. We can overcome the brute now. Don't. The snuff's ready.
Peu de volontaire.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
Attends.
Give him the pepper stuff.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
C'est
Give him
bon?
the pepper snuff.
Vous êtes calmés? Merci. Qu'est-ce qu'ils peuvent être têtus? Ah, je vous jure. Bon, et ceci étant fait, après cette fait de nouveaux amis, donc Il est temps de faire quelques investigations. Trouver Monsieur Bernadotti.
Sherry, look! This seems familiar.
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here?
Le tableau.
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case? A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least. Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. VH Grindley Flow Blue tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotti Company Limited.
Don't come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
Personne ne vous retrouvera.
Keep standing in my way and no one will ever see you again.
Righto. Yes. Yep. Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear... I've got to... It's better I leave.
Whoa. Oh, wow. That was as if somebody put my words in your mouth.
Bernadotti, arrêtez de vous cacher, ça va pas le faire. Coordonnée chroniquelle, la une liée à l'aérostat.
This is it. This is where all the magic happens.
Please don't shoot me. I have a family.
Papier coûteux, emblème de l'hôtel de ville, invitation balle. Beaucoup de paperasse, feuilles de route, documents légaux.
Spare me.
So, you've cut through all the guards just to talk to me. And come here.
Ah, c'est lui, Bernadotti.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotti with our fine governor. (1875). It's taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
The Bernadotti Company Limited trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the Great Empire.
It must be very convenient for a man like Bernadotti.
Avant ça, je vais voir s'il n'y a pas des trucs à voir par là-bas. Parce que bon, j'ai pas vraiment envie de revenir en arrière. Donc, je fais un petit tour. Bon, pas, de toute façon, on était là pour parler avec Bernadotti. Parti. On arrive, monsieur. À dire quand même qu'on a tellement fait flipper que l'autre qu'il allait se barricader dans son bureau. Bon. Audrey d'une petite fille, membre de la famille. Ça vous dérange pas, hein, je fouille. Jolie collection.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
Différent des autres. N'a pas peur du sale boulot. A eu le palagre. Garde son sang-froid. Marié. Parrain du crime sans scrupule.
Bad news. The thug you sent to the refugee camp only succeeded in stabbing himself. His next and final journey will be to the morgue.
Hold your horses. Who the hell are you?
Sherlock Holmes. And you are Niccolo Bernadotti, a smuggler, kidnapper, and notorious cutthroat, among other things.
Few men would dare waltz into my office and address me like that. You are either overconfident or unintelligent. This is private property. Give me one reason why I should not shoot you on the spot. I am sure my friends at the station would call it self-defense.
Connaissez-vous Monsieur Mercurio? Boniface Mercurio.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
Votre sbire est mort au camp.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest.
J'enquête sur un cambriolage.
I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, and I am compelled to ask why you want it. Who is the man visible in the photograph? An associate?
Not yet, Mr. Holmes. Though with this picture, that may change. The man in the photo is a British envoy on Cordona.
What exactly do you want from him?
My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
Artefact de contrebande.
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
Pourquoi enlever la femme?
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
Les réfugiés à votre entrepôt.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Supposons que je vous la donne.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me as much as he deserves.
So, in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
What makes you think you can decide?
Document compromettant, Bernadotte souhaite réunir des preuves compromettantes sur l'envoyé afin de le faire chanter. Nella a été violée et échappée de peu à l'enlèvement. Je dois d'abord m'assurer de la sûreté d'elle et de son enfant. Et on a toujours pas l'info sur l'envoyé.
What's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
The front door's now open, sir. You can leave through it. If you want, of course.
Elle avait tellement peur que... Vous pouvez partir si vous voulez. Par contre, ce qui m'ennuie, c'est que j'ai toujours pas d'infos sur l'envoyé britannique. On pourrait mettre fin directement à ça. Mais je veux l'info. D'accord, il n'y a pas une seule archi qui a des infos sur lui là. La plus logique, c'est l'hôtel de ville. Ah bah putain. Et pourtant j'avais mis ça tout à l'heure. Profil de Thomas Norton. Thomas Norton, né à Londres en 1940, diplômé de l'université d'Oxford en 1864, est né et entré en fonction en tant que secrétaire au bureau de l'intérieur en 1869. A accepté une position d'officier des armées en Inde en 1875 et vu délivrer la médaille de l'ordre du bain par la reine en personne en 1877, a été nommé au poste d'envoyé britannique en Cordona et a reçu son propre cabinet à l'hôtel de ville le 1er mars 1878.
I'm curious, how did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone. Or something.
Of course. A fruitful and willing collaboration, I'm sure.
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose, in a way, we are colleagues, Mr. Holmes.
In the remotest way possible, Miss Oni.
Have you found anything helpful?
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Could you help me?
I'd tell you if I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
Oh,
You should know. Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Thomas Norton, c'est là-bas.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
On n'a pas dormi de la veille. On n'a pas le temps de se raser. Bien usé, jamais élevé. Du vin. Du vin. Tenue froissée, rester longtemps au travail. L'envoyer à me faire la fête.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once asked yourself how Naylor might feel.
Who?
Neither of my hopes were fulfilled.
Why are you here?
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes? And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
Déroulement de la soirée.
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
Qui vous fait chanter?
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
Vous avez essayé de voler le tableau.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
Connaissez-vous Mercurio?
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Aider les réfugiés.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all.
Aider Nayla.
Nayla deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for...
L'envoyé veut cacher la preuve. L'intérêt que l'envoyé porte à la photographie est pragmatique. S'il obtient sa réputation ne sera plus menacée. Compliqué. Bon, déjà c'est Nella qui a la priorité, c'est pas l'autre. Sans vouloir être méchant, c'est pas les réfugiés malheureusement. Maintenant, soit ah, je sais pas quel choix faire. Après, il est vrai que le truc, c'est que Nella nous a bien dit qu'elle veut plus, elle ne veut pas d'aide. Elle veut qu'on la laisse tranquille, elle veut pas d'aide.
These people.
Fait le choix. On va aller voir Vogel. On va donner la photo à Vogel qui publie ça aux médias. Au moins comme ça, le problème sera réglé. De toute façon, il doit payer. Il doit payer, de toute manière. Et c'est pas en laissant l'autre le faire chanter que ça... Et en plus, rien ne nous prouve qu'il va tenir parole. Une fois qu'il a la photo, rien ne prouve qu'il tiendra parole. Ça, c'est aussi une chose. Hein. Un mec de la mafia, bon, c'est pas... Un mafieux, je prêterai pas... je lui donnerai pas ma confiance. Hein. Donc bon.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
Le voleur est mort.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
Mercurio est mort.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
Bernadotti à votre tableau.
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
J'ai trouvé une photographie.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
De quoi s'agit-il?
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Au sujet de ma mère.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Et bien voilà, c'est la fin de cette affaire, la Muse venue de loin. Le choix final était vraiment compliqué. Alors je sais pas ce que vous aurez fait comme choix. Est-ce que vous aurez accepté de donner ça aux mafieux pour donner une meilleure vie et qu'ils fassent étouffer l'affaire? Moi, justice doit être faite. Pour moi, justice doit être faite. L'envoyé doit être condamné pour son acte. Donc voilà, compliqué quand même. Compliqué toute cette affaire. Bien, sur ce les kitsune, merci d'avoir regardé la vidéo qui est très longue. C'est sans doute la vidéo la plus longue pour l'instant qu'il y aura sur Sherlock Holmes. On se retrouve donc pour la suite de Sherlock Holmes. Si cette vidéo vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à mettre un j'aime, un commentaire ou à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir et ça me soutient également. Et on se retrouve donc pour la suite de Sherlock Holmes. C'était Yora, prenez soin de vous.